What's up, people? I hope I got this right. Am I on? Cool. What's going on, guys? Big Ern here. Going live. Is this how it works? I've never done this before. Mario, what's up, Mario? What up, Wes? Can y'all see me now? What's up, Mario? Can y'all see me now? Yes, no, someone? What's going on, Ken? Don, you my man. Tyler, you ready for this Saturday? That's right, Fear the Beard. And I got the Chingon shirt on. Okay, cool. Cool. So what kind of questions y'all have for me today? Welcome to one of my rooms. Can y'all see my rooms? Got this little bit of my trophy room action going on here. Got a little bit of the action here. More trophies. But look, Smithfield is where it's at, people. Smithfield's where it's at. Yee! Thanks, Randy, for the beard shout out. Is this Tennessee approved? Cool. Yeah, these are some of my trophies. Got some of my buckles here too. Got championship belts, buckles, and then these are some pennants. Hell, I even want a gun. Got more trophies here. A couple of the state championship titles here. Grand champions. I got more right here too, if y'all can see that. Got a lot of trophies. What got started? My neighbor, we were drunk. All the best stories start off with, we got drunk one time barbecuing and they challenged me to do a cook-off. And that's how I ended up becoming a cooker, because one of my friends' neighbors, he invited me to do a cook-off and we got first place right off the bat. And, you know, the rest is history. That's a Yellow Belly O'Henry. I think it's a 44 or something like that. Pretty cool. And I won that one for, as you can see, Grand Champion, Cooker of the Year. Because that's how we roll. I don't know, because at the end of the day, about my rubs, it's all about Western, it's all about Academy. So I know most of the academies down here still sell them. I don't know where you're from, James. So that's where it's at. But as you can tell, I'll show you a stockpile. That's a stockpile of all the winning stuff. Look at that, all the way down to here, and here, and here. You got to have that Daigles. Can you see that Daigles? Daigles. Junior is my man. Junior is the reason why I'm so successful too, because he's the man. He makes some of the best rubs in the damn planet. And I was kind of pissed when he started. Everybody started using it, because that was my secret weapon. James Avila, South Carolina. Well, we'll find out why you can't find my rubs over there, brother. Hey, y'all want to go outside? Let's go outside and show you some more trophies. Yes. Are you on it or no? So we're outside now, and yeah, my rubs are in Florida. I know that for a fact, but we're outside now in my garage. This is another place where I have all my trophies at. We can start off over here. and then we'll work our way slowly as we pan. They're all over the place. I can't wait to see Junior live next week. Junior's my man. More trophies, more trophies, more trophies. Trophies, and then we start up here. But you see this one right here? This is my first trophy ever. And that's the most sentimental. It's got first place, so not that many people can say that they got a first place trophy right off the bat. So that was pretty cool. And then we got more trophies here. More trophies there. More trophies there. More trophies there. And then it's a good looking guy right there. Then we got more trophies here. And then the walls go on forever. And they go all the way to the other side. So pretty much we got about 300 trophies. So thanks. Thanks, Brian. So y'all got any questions for me? This is my secret weapon right here, the Traeger, as y'all can see. And then this one right here is a barrel. Those are my two favorite things to cook on at home. Man, I wish Ken and I could go to Memphis in May. I got to go to Georgia the following week. So we'll be in Georgia the end of the week with Carlo Casanova, and we will be with Matt Barber. We'll be cooking on his team, little dream team action. So check us out in Georgia. It should be a lot of fun. Yeah, me too, Randy. What's up, Brian? Oh, cool. I hope everybody getting good reception. Everybody can hear me. What's up, Mr. Brian? Tyler, I do some barbecue classes. I really don't. Man, there's so many guys out there that do better classes than me. You got Clarence Joseph, you got Arnie Segovia, you got Travis Clark, you have Rub, Bagby, happy birthday, Rub. You got so many great guys. You know, it's a lot of repetition and a lot of repetitive. I might do one once in a while if I get a grade, but at the end of the day, I'm here to compete. There's so many great guys giving classes that I'm not into teaching, man. I'm more into winning. I do hot and fast. My brisket takes about 6 hours, and then I rest it for 2, so it's ready in 6 hours. My chicken's done in 45 minutes. My pork butts are done in 6 hours, and my ribs are the only thing I take slow, and that's about 4.5 hours. I don't know. Man, I wish Carter was on the dang thing. It's the 28th. It's the one that Smithfield is sponsoring. We'll be out there on the 28th in Georgia, and it should be a lot of fun. Yeah, 275, 300, and then once I wrap, I go and jack it up to about 375, 400. Yeah, so it gets pretty hot. You know, everybody got questions? Wearing my shirt, shooting my guns. We'll go back inside. How's it going, Glenn? So we're back inside my room, my other trophy room inside my house. Yes, Wes, I look forward to seeing you. I got to figure out, I'll email you and figure out where we're going in Georgia. Okay, sorry about that. I got a phone call. Yes, I look forward to seeing y'all too, man. Yes, I do, Ken, I do inject my briskets. I inject them with Cosmos Reserve. That stuff is the shiz nacho. Brian, you don't want to know what my favorite thing to smoke and eat. I rarely eat brisket anymore, pork ribs. I love lamb breast, or the lamb, I guess you could call them ribs. That's my favorite thing to eat. I love lamb. I'm eating lamb chops, Mutton. I love me some. The stinkier, the better. That's my favorite to cook at home, man. I always eat that stuff. That's on the stock. Everybody should know what do I put in my brisket when I wrap it? Does anybody know? I'm famous for it. It's 12 ounces of Coca-Cola. I use 12 ounces of Coca-Cola when I wrap my brisket. Tyler, I foil it when it comes to cook-offs at home. I butcher paper it. That's just for shit and giggles, but honestly, most of the time I use foil. Mario, I don't need a beer tap. I need a whiskey tap, brother. That's how I roll. That's right, Tyler. Coke. I use Coke. I use a 12-ounce can of Coca-Cola. I think it gives it a great little sweet hint, but it doesn't take away from anything. I think if you overpower it with more beef stock, it kind of gets it too roasty, and in Texas, we don't like that flavor. Oh man, Tyler, it would have to be brisket. That's my anchor, man. I'm pretty solid on brisket, and then followed up by ribs and chicken. I'm not that good of a rib cooker like you are, brother. But yeah, if I would have to make a dream team, it would be CJ Clarence Joseph's chicken. I would go with either Joey's or Fred Robles' ribs. And my brisket, or Fred Robles' ribs, and my a brisket, because his is really good too. Yeah, good old Jack on Tap. Yeah, that's some good stuff right there. I'm more of a Crown guy, or I've been drinking a lot of that stuff that Danielle gave me. That's some really good whiskey out there too. Any other questions, guys? On fire. My wood choice, Brian. I do a 70-30 cook. Actually, it depends on what part of Texas I'm in. But 70% post oak, 30% hickory, or I might do a 60-30-10, which is depends on what I have on. If I put on my brisket, it's mostly brisket and mostly post oak. When I put my ribs in, it's mostly hickory, and then if I have chicken or anything else, I put pecan. No, separate the point and the flat before slicing. I don't. Well, I kind of do if I'm doing burn-ins. In Texas, we keep them both together. We like both the best worlds, and I think that helps us win a lot better out here. James, yes, this Saturday at 2 o'clock, we will be on a new show. Check out Tyler Cannon's going to be on the show. A couple of other great pitmasters from Texas, and I think... is it Tennessee? I forgot where the other guys are from. It's going to be me and Michael Mixon. It's going to be called Barbecue Rig Race. Really fun show. Really cool because I got to actually be a judge this time and bust some balls. It was really cool because sometimes it gets old, getting your balls busted, and you know your barbecue's good. So I really look forward to it, and I hope everybody is too. What's my favorite competition? Turn and burn. San Antonio Rodeo, turn and burn, and then the Royal are my favorite cook-offs. It's because you get to meet everybody that you miss on Facebook and all the good stuff. Aaron, on my lamb, I do old school, salt and pepper, man, and let the wood speak for itself. And I wrap it in butcher paper after about 3 hours for another hour. It's like butter, dude. Comes out good. King salmon. I've done it before. Actually, what do we do with that? We made a watermelon vodka salsa with that. We smoked it with some alderwood. Came out really good. A really low cook. It was more like at about 140 degrees. Temperature-wise with alderwood. We smoked it, and it was kind of mid-rare-ish. It came out really good. Watermelon vodka salsa with that. Came out killer, Peter. Yeah, no problem, Brian. Myron is probably, Tyler, I think Myron is one of the coolest guys you'll ever meet. I've never met, well, let me rephrase that. Now there is a couple of assholes now in barbecue, but Myron Mixon is the real deal, Holyfield. He is probably one of the best ambassadors you'll ever meet in barbecue. Yeah, he might come off as a jerk on TV, but I tell you what, when we're finished filming, it's a really cool honor to know him as a friend, and he's a great guy. And his son, he has great kids. His wife is great too, and all those people are really good and they have a heart of gold. So what you see on TV is not always what you get. So it's actually better. So yeah. I leave the fat cap on the lamb, and the reason why is because all that fat in that fat cap, that's why I kind of sear it, because it kind of just really activates it and gets it real moist and just baits itself. And honestly, I really don't wrap them anymore because there's so much fat content that you don't have to worry about that stuff, man, and just let it go. And the longer it cooks, the better it gets, I guarantee you that. Brian, I actually use Creekstone Primes, Master Chefs, and I use Snake River Farms Wagyus. It depends on where I'm at. Both are great. Both have won me so much money and a lot of awards. So it depends on what you want. It's like saying, which one do you want? You want to take the red Porsche or do you want to take the yellow Porsche? They're just, it's the same. They're going to win. One has a little bit more marbling. You got to cook a little bit different. But other than that, I use both. It's no big deal. Man, Dan, I wish I could take an Iron Chef. The only ones I did take on was none. Bobby Flay, I'm calling you out. Yes, Melissa, Ken. Melissa and Myron are about as cool as it gets. Also, Chris Lilly, Tuffy Stone. They're going to be some really great people out there at Memphis in May. I really wish I had someone to go with to go to Memphis in May. You also got those guys, Killer Hogs. Those are some of my good friends too that are going to be out there. So, Mitch, how's it going, Mitch? Fat cup up or down? Fat side down always, guys. I don't care what they say, fat side down. I just feel comfortable when you wrap it, fat side down, and when you cook it, it's fat side down. Scott, with the mesquite wood, I always say if there's going to be a cook-off, if you're going to cook something more than 2 hours, do not put any more mesquite wood because it's all the creosote. There's too much tar. You're going to be burping that up for 5 years, and it's pretty intense stuff. So if you're going to use it, I would use maybe 10% mesquite. Cut it with either pecan or post oak, and that'd be really cool. I would kill Bobby. I would make Bobby my bitch. Make Bobby my bitch. Russell, the brisket cartel hat. Man, you gotta. I don't know. That's a unanimous decision. There's 6 of us. You got Billy Durney from New York. You got Robert Lerma. You got Leonard from Truth Barbecue. You got Isaul from 2M Barbecue, and you got myself. And that's a hell of a lineup right there. So man, that one day we might get frisky and give out 2 more awards, but you gotta put the time and the effort and the love to that, brother. And thanks, Dan. I think I would take Bobby to flay down too. Bobby who? That's right, Bobby who. Are you still using? Yes, Mark, I still do. Anytime I do an FBA or a KCBS, I've been using, actually I've been changing it up. I kind of use thighs and I've been using lollipops, but I still use chicken breast. I think if you can really make a chicken breast moist, that's extra points. And I think if you don't, they'll destroy you. So I wouldn't do that if I were you, if you don't feel them. Do I have pay? Yes, Richard, I just gave a tour outside of my garage. I have a Traeger. Traeger, I love Traeger because Traeger gave me one. You know what I mean? Hell, if anybody gives me something free, I'm going to give them shout out. So I'm actually going to fire it up tonight and make some pork steaks on my Traeger. Peter, I've gone up to not Long Island, New York shows or contests, but I was cooking about 2 years ago in Niagara Falls. That was really cool at Niagara University. We have a bunch of ribs out there with Chef Peter. I forgot his last name, but he was really cool. And those kids tore up my ribs, man. I'd love to go to a contest if someone invites me. Dan Martin, what kind of comp chicken? Like KCBS, FBA, IBCA? Which one, brother? Oh, Wisconsin's too cold for me, man. Can't read anything now. Okay, here we go. Dan Martin, KCBS. I think the key is to KCBS is really making and practicing chicken. I think if you're going to use chicken thighs, you got to really, really nail it because there's so many chicken thighs. That's why I like to use chicken breasts and lollipop chickens because I think it sticks out and it's something different, and I think they score you for better points like that. I use half and half of Blues Hog Original, and I use Daigle Sweet and Sour Spicy on my chicken sauce and heat it up, and then you dip those bad boys in. It's the best chicken you'll ever have in your life. Scott is too cold still for this Mexican. Okay, cool. Mark Meyer, like I said, I like to cook lamb, smoke. I like a good steak. We do a lot of mollejas, what are sweetbreads. Does anybody know what sweetbreads are? Richard, you can bacon wrap a brisket after it's cooked, but I wouldn't even waste your bacon on that, brother. I would rather put eggs in it and make breakfast tacos in the morning, bro. Hey, no problem, Dan Martin. Thanks for seeing you. Thanks for coming out here, man. Checking us out. Abdullah, you doing okay? You love that Blues Hog, Abdullah? Cool. Anybody else got any questions? Cool. Thanks for all the love, guys. His name is Virik Falcon, and we got Deluxe Garage, Daryl Tracy. They're the guys that do all the crazy artwork. On my shirts, it's Hondo Hernandez. That's my boy. That's my little brother from California. He's very talented. So those three Mexicans right there are the ballers right now. Dan, on my brisket, just like everything else, I don't temp it out, man. It's got to look at the color and make sure I got a good mahogany. Once I got that good color, then I wrap it up, brother. So I can't really tell you. Maybe 165, 170. That's right, Chingon. That's what the shirt says, Chingon AF. Richard, I do use butcher paper, but that's once in a while. I think it's the craze is already over with. Ken, on baby backs, man, I don't wrap them. I cook the shit out of them till they're crispy and tender. I like crispiness, not so much sauce. I use Brian on my pork shoulders. I like to use the blue can Jumex peach or Jumex guava. Put that in with some sweet smoke Q injection and pork injection from Cosmos. That's where it's at, brother. Fidel, my man. You better ask me a good question, Fidel. Yes, I probe my brisket for tenderness. That's the way I feel if it's internally how it feels. So, yeah, that's what I do on my thing, man. Oh, cool. Welcome, New Zealand. Nice to meet you. Never had the sauce from Dino's Barbecue. I'm going to have to check that out, Brian. Mitch, I'm going to try to. I know I have some stuff with Smithfield. I know for sure for the Royal we'll be there in Labor Day weekend. So depending on that, we'll see. The name Burnt Bean came from one of the ladies I work with. She's an old lady. And I told her that we were going to cook brisket ribs, chicken, and beans. And she's like, knowing your idiot ass, you're going to probably burn the beans. And needless to say, I like the way that sounded. So we put Burnt Bean Company. My favorite sanction, Tyler, dude, you're going to get me in trouble. But I would do with the political thing. I'll do IBCA. But I really like KCBS because it's, I guess, a different animal. And it's something we don't get to do all the time. So I don't get bored. Yeah, Cosmos is the way to go, guys. It just wins. Hashtag. Fidel, I will go to Utah if you invite me and you let me borrow some of your jackets, Meskin, because you know this guy don't have those kind of jackets. Like I said, this weekend we'll be on that new Food Network show, as well as we have some stuff in the works. You might see me back on Chopped. You might not. I don't know. It might be in and out. So stay tuned. Yeah, you remember after we talked, Tyler, how I told you you'd like it? I knew you would. William, my man, how you doing from Alabama? Any other questions, guys? No one wants to know if I'm wearing underwear on right now, or, you know, what am I wearing under this shirt? I might be naked. I don't know, but see the trophies, guys? I don't know. Any kind of questions, go, bro. Man, I got something for you, Fidel. You will be part of the brisket cartel, brother. I guarantee you that. Tyler, I don't cook whole hog, but I eat the shit out of it. Daza, yes, I do use a Cosmo Q chicken injection, but I also like the smokehouse one too that they have. It has a lot more flavor on there. A chicken injection I use a lot on my chicken breast. Abdullah, I'm based out of New Braunfels, which is about 45 miles, I would say, north. We're right between Austin and San Antonio. I do not shave. I shave my underarms, and that's about it. Aaron, my man, how's it going from South Carolina? I go commando, bro. No bra or braless. Maybe a wife beater, but that's how I roll. No worries. I have, Wes. I really want to try that whole pork loin thing. And then the way I think what y'all classify it as, like you can take the top 3 to the finals and stuff like that. I don't know if my good friend Robbie Royal would like invite me and show me how it's done. That'd be cool. But we'll wait on that one. Hey, no problem, Brian. It's a lot of fun. William, I liked it too when I was on Pitmasters. It's a lot of fun. I wish they would bring it back, but I don't think it's ever going to come back, brother. James, it doesn't matter. I wouldn't call it Texas style. I think in general, all old school barbecues started off with salt and pepper, and I think the real reason why is because that's all they really had. So I think that's nationwide. Everybody, the old school joints either put just some salt or just pepper, and then it comes down to the sop. And some people use vinegars, or some people don't. But you can't get better than old school salt and pepper, man. That brings back memories of when we were little kids. So yeah. Is that Jamie Lentz? Shout out, La. How you doing, brother? And honestly, at home, I cook very simple. I don't use any kind of rubs that are out there that are crazy. I don't like sauces. I like to keep it simple and just let the meat taste for itself. You know, I want to eat this barbecue the next day and the next day, and I don't want it too rich. So, yeah. Ken Taylor, the smoke ring. Back in the day, that was criteria, but now since you can get away with it with Tender Quick, it doesn't really matter anymore. I've had great barbecue that doesn't have it on there, and I've had horrible barbecue that has about a half-inch thick smoke ring too. So, okay, I'm back. Brian, no kidding. Gary Lanton and Brad Sweet, man, that was some crazy cats right there. Mop sauce. Yeah, I mop. You know what I really mop? I just mop chickens when we do a lot of benefits and stuff like that. With a lot of chickens. Other than that, I don't really sop or mop or anything, man. I think if you cook a brisket right, or I spray maybe. That's about it. Do you have a rub that you make for your brisket? No, I use on my rub. I use Junior Arias's Grub for Rub. I'll tell you exactly what I use. I use kosher salt, table grind black pepper, Junior's rub for grub, and it's called Texas beef from Cosmos, and then I like to use the General from the barbecuesuperstore.com. That's some good stuff, guys. Tyler, favorite wood, post oak, Central Texas, baby. No, Wes. I got kids to raise and they need that paycheck, so restaurant ideas, back burner. I'm not even gonna worry about that right now. I work in the restaurant industries and it's stressful, so much less I want to have my own place. Unless I win the lottery, then I can open it and then let hire people, I guess. But yeah, right now I'm not motivated. I'm motivated to go visit other places like Georgia and Wisconsin and New York and go compete up there before any more restaurants, brother. Rob, I have no idea because I don't cook tri-tip, but my boy Hondo, if he's on here, he could probably answer you that question. Any guys from California? Where's Harry Sue? He would answer that question. Oh, yeah. Oak Creek's good stuff, but I haven't tried that stuff in a long time. Thanks for reminding me. And Alton Paris with that chupacabra, it's good stuff too. Hey, Fidel, it ain't for free, brother. I'm going to be sending you some bills in the mail, Vato. Oh, Michigan. I've never gone to cook Michigan. I'm kind of curious to see what kind of flavors out there. What kind of wood do y'all use over there in Michigan? Well, Wes, we'll be there in 2 weeks. I'll be in Georgia cooking out there. I got to figure out where I'm going. Any other questions? I think that's where we're going. Smoke on the water. Never heard of Banyas? I never heard of that one. Shoot me a message. Hickory, nice. Then I might be doing good in Michigan, so we'll check that out. Cool, Chris. Y'all like it spicy over there? Okay, Wes, I'll see you out there too, bro. Make sure you have a cold beer for me. I cooked there, Thomaston, Georgia. That's the one with that. That's the one with the big pond that the Grand Champion jumps in, right, Wes? I'm gonna try that Seven Sins Rub Rock. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've cooked there. I think I came in 5th overall. Hold on, watch this. Oh, I thought I had me an award here from Thomaston, Georgia. I thought I did. Maybe it's outside. Anyways, I won at Roman on the Roast, if y'all can see that, Roman on the Roast. And then I think Calhoun, Georgia. So we've been to Georgia and we've been successful in Georgia too. So that's kind of cool. Likewise, Ken. Take care. I might have to. I'm going in 2 weeks. Any other questions? Beers, man, I'm just a simple guy. I like Dos Equis. If I'm up north, I like to get some Yingling. Yingling's a really good beer. No, I will never go to Meridian. What I do before barbecue, I just drank beer and barbecued, so I don't know what else I would do. Hey, how's it going, Luke? Mario, I want to go to Cali so bad. Just waiting for someone to invite me out there too. Yeah, I saw that. That's where I get it from. Whenever I go see Eric Thomas, he always hooks me up with some Yingling beer. Ryan, what I would give advice is I would really become a judge first. Go and become a certified judge and go judge about a good 6 cook-offs. First, you can understand what they're looking for as judging, as well as the flavor profile, and then you start tinkering from there. That's the best advice I can give you. Yes, Wes. School of Hard Knocks, man. I worked my way up from a dishwasher all the way up to executive chef. So everything in between, I've had a lot of help and a lot of great mentors to get to where I'm at nowadays. Cool, Jim. Man, let's do it. Tell Harry Sue to invite me. No problem, Ryan. My favorite win was the San Antonio Rodeo, I guess, because it was the biggest one. Now, going to the Houston Rodeo this year and becoming a finalist and getting 5th in brisket was pretty cool, too. Yeah. Ralph, yes, Texas barbecue is an experience, brother. It'll change your life for sure. Buddy, this weekend we'll be on the Food Network at 2 o'clock on Saturday. Check us out, new show with Michael Mixon. No problem, Brian. Yes, my goal is to go to the Jack. That's always been my goal. I've always wanted to go and compete as burnt bean. That's always been my life goal. So that's the only bucket list I got left, man. Glenn, that's a good question. I don't think there is, unless there's a KCBS. I know the Pitmaker group has their once a year thing making certified judges, so you might have to ask them. Go to the Jack and win it, because I'm not going to go to the Jack unless I'm going to go win it. I've been invited to go and hang out, but I really like to compete as the burnt bean. David, I've had Kansas City barbecue. It's all right, man. What is it, the Slaps? That was some good barbecue. The Slaps was really good. I know there was a really good guy that was it Q39 or something like that. It's supposed to have some killer barbecue too. The food show name is going to be the Barbecue Rig Race. And what do you think? What's your favorite word for brisket? Money. Anything else? Ralph, man, I would get something like a Black Angus. A prime would be great too. They're not that expensive. But if you've never cooked a brisket before, man, I'd start from a select and work your way up, bro. Buddy, I don't. Only put a certain amount of shirts. People that get them are lucky. I don't know. I'm not into that. So, no problem, James. No, I've never been to Charleston, South Carolina. That's a bucket list, brother. Oh, man, those brisket calves. Oh, I don't know about that. Aaron, I love you, but... I will, James. Take care. Cook strong, bro. Brian, you're going to buy me beer. You're going to buy me some Yingling so I can smuggle it back to Texas, okay? Anybody else? 5 more questions before we get out of here? No problem, guys. Look forward to seeing y'all. Whoever goes out there to Georgia, y'all take care. Burnt Bean in the house. And obviously, all y'all are following me. Follow me on Instagram at popabarbecue.com or popabarbecue, Burnt Bean, or if I think I have some people left, it's going to mine, Ernest. I use Sexy Beast on the beer, dude. Right now, it needs to be molded, but I use Sexy Beast and this other stuff, man. You got to look good because you got to be blessed. You know what I'm saying? I don't use a sauce for my brisket. But, yeah, thanks. Guys, y'all rock. Y'all rock. You invite me again. Y'all take care. Texas barbecue in the house. Big E in the house. Chingon as fuck. Blessed. Love y'all. Take care. Cook strong. Viva barbecue. I'm out. Yee!